Hi beautiful, welcome to my channel. Today's video is going to be all about new products at Sephora. I'm going to be doing a get ready with me. I have a Sephora haul to show you. We have some new products to try. I'm super pumped. So if you are excited for the video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up before you leave, and let's get started with the haul. So I was going through the new at Sephora section on the Sephora website, and I picked up a few things that I have been meaning to try. I feel like a lot of these came out while I was on vacation a couple of weeks ago, and so I have not had time to review them yet. One of the products I'm talking about is the Color Block Obsessions palettes by Huda Beauty. Instead of picking up both palettes from the collection, because I knew I wasn't going to be doing a dedicated video to it, I just picked up the one that I thought I would get more use out of, and that was this one right here. This is the orange purple color block palette. I also picked up this product which I am very intrigued about, and this is the Yummy Skin Blurring Balm Powder by Danessa Myricks, the new Saie Beauty Concealer, which I have very high expectations for, and I cannot wait to try. And then this next one I'm about to mention is not new at Sephora. It's just I'm obsessed with Paula's Choice skincare at the moment, and I need to try more type of shopping impulse. So I bought more skincare from Paula's Choice. I bought a new eye cream. This is the ceramide enriched firming eye cream. It has retinol and vitamin C. It says it reinforces elasticity for firmer looking skin. I have been on the hunt for a new eye cream, and I feel like this might just be what I needed to come across. Plus, I've been loving the Paula's Choice skincare line. It's all I'm using for my nighttime routine pretty much, except for, you know, balms and cleansers and things like that. But like as far as serums and moisturizers and now eye creams, this is all I've been using as of lately, and I'm obsessed. I'm in love. I guess I started applying products. I was really dying to try this eye cream. It feels really rich underneath the eye, which is definitely one of the things I was looking for. Plus vitamin C to brighten, retinol as the anti-aging ingredient that I need. So far, all I can tell you is that it feels really great, very hydrating, thick, like I said, underneath the eye, which I like. And then, you know, we'll see how things go after 30 to 60 days, but I'm definitely very excited for this eye cream. Okay, there are some more new at Sephora products I'll be trying today. So I don't know if you guys watched my unboxing video I did a couple of weeks ago, but I got PR from Laura Mercier, which is amazing. And I had actually already tried their new liquid blushes, but I had only bought one color, and now I have all colors to try. So I will be trying another color of blush from the new Laura Mercier blush release. These two right here were also under the new at Sephora section. I've already tried both of these in, you know, other videos, but I will put them on today again since it's kind of like within the new at Sephora theme. I'm talking about the Bad Gal Bang waterproof mascara and this beautiful Pillow Talk highlighter from Charlotte Tilbury. And then finally these right here, which I also got in PR from Murad, are now at Sephora, and so I'm going to go ahead and put one on for today's video as well. These are the Retinol Youth Renewal Eye Masks. I know I just put eye cream on, but I'm going to put it on anyways. I've used that a couple of times. Maybe I've used like 3 of these already, and I have been really enjoying them. Masks is like a one-time thing. You kind of see a little bit of plumpness, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. But I really think that success with skincare comes more so with the everyday ritual. Did I put the right thing on? I did not. Okay, here we go. This is the gel. I have put on one of the little protective thingies instead. These little Murad under eye patches with the retinol were made in collaboration with Dr. Zion. Alright, so now that you're a little closer, first things first, opening this Color Block palette, which I have heard very mixed feelings about, so I'm a little scared. And also there seems to be a bit of like pigment outside of mine, so I think we might have a broken shade in there. Oh yes, yes we do. This purple shade is completely destroyed. Okay, I did my best to fix it, and this right here is the palette that we'll be using today. Let me do some swatches. There's a shade in here called a liner shade, which is the one in my pinky finger, this one here, which has no pigment at all on its own, but we will abide. We will try and use it as a liner, but like that. Where did the pigment go? Okay, and here are the last three. And then the one I've had in this finger all along, which is the broken one, which I had a lot of on my finger, and it swatches beautifully. So these right here are the swatches. As you can see, most of them leave a lot to be desired. I'm super curious about that liner shade and how I can incorporate it into a look and whether or not I'll like it. It says liner shade, which I'm assuming, especially with the way the swatch turned out, is not going to be very useful as an eyeshadow. So I will try and use it exclusively as eyeliner. We'll see. To start the eye look, I'm going to prime. And I'm using my Rare Beauty eyeshadow primer. I have to tell you guys, I have had a pretty weird week work-wise. I had so much desire when the week started to like go for it, and I was going to do so much content this week and whatnot, and then Monday comes around and I had the worst migraine, the worst cramps. I wanted to like puke all day. I had zero energy. I spent all day in bed, and that kind of just like completely ruined the mood. And then prior to that, I feel like starting last weekend, I started having a cough, and I thought it was allergies at first. Turns out it's not allergies. I took a COVID test. It's not COVID. So I just have a cold. I feel completely fine. It's the weirdest cold of history because like my energy level's fine. Everything that happened on Monday had more so to do with like, you know, that time of the month. As far as the cold is concerned, I feel fine. My energy levels are fine. I just have this weird cough. So whenever I have sat down to film throughout the week, it's been a bit of a struggle because whenever I talk, I cough more, and so then the video gets interrupted a bunch of times, and the whole thing is very annoying. But you know, whatever, it happens. I just wanted to let you guys know in case you've noticed that like in the past few videos, my energy's been like off, or I've been speaking slower maybe, or whatever the case might be. It's because I have a cold, and if I talk a lot then I start coughing more, and it just, again, very annoying. I'm going to start my look with this shade down here, this orangey shade, and I'm going to put that on the crease of my eye, and I'm using my REPHR number 15 brush for this. Okay, so far so good. This shade seems fine. Okay, so with the REPHR number 1, I'm going into this dark purple shade back here, and I'm going to put it right on the outer corner of my eye and blend it into that transition type color, the orange shade, and see how those two blend into one another. I'm a little scared, but we'll see. I feel like it's turning muddy. This has totally happened to me in previous years, where the Huda Beauty spring launch, her Spring Obsessions launch, is never that good. And then she comes out with another Obsessions release in the fall time, and usually I love that one. But this right here, so far, not very impressive, is it? Okay, I'm going to wipe this off. Maybe color blocking does not mean trying combining the colors. Maybe it just means, you know, color blocking, not mixing. So I'm going to try a different approach to this eye look because this is just not really working for me. We are going to prime again and blend. And I'm going to start with this lighter peachy color this time on the crease, just back and forth with my REPHR number 15 brush. Okay, so now that I have that all over my crease, I'm going to intensify it with the darker orange shade. Ooh, this one's pretty pigmented. And blend that one into, you know what, all over the eyelid. That's what we're going to blend it. All over the eyelid and blend it into our crease color. And then I'm going to grab the orange part of this shimmer shade down here and add that to my inner corner, and I'll bring it in like a third of the way. And with a setting spray, I'm going to wet my liner shade. And I have the tiniest eyeliner brush of all time. This is a REPHR brush that has not come out yet, but will hopefully come out soon. And with it, we are going to line the eyes. I'm going to do like a half wing is the plan, at least. Let me take this off before I do that. And we line. One of the main issues with this and hooded eyes is I'm going to let it fully dry, but even after it's dry, I'm scared that it's going to transfer. So we'll see, but I'm pretty happy with that. Okay, I'm actually pretty happy with that. This minuscule, teeny tiny little thing right here is everything. Let me tell you, this brush, incredible. Because when have I ever been this precise? Never. Okay, so with the eyes open, I feel like it looks pretty even. And then since my eyelids are uneven, when I look down, they look a little uneven. But that's just because my eyes are shaped different. But look, pretty happy with that. And I can tell you that even though it swatched terrible, as eyeliner, it performed nice. Don't have a lot of issues with it. So this is the top of the eye right here, and then I think underneath, once we get there, I will do more purple so that we do a little bit more color blocking. Moving on to this very, very interesting product right here. I'm not going to expect it to be my foundation step, because from what I've seen, it works as a pore minimizer primer type of product that might give you like a teeny tiny bit of coverage, but it doesn't even have as much coverage as like a tinted moisturizer would. So we'll see once I try it on my skin with my redness, my pores, my freckles, which are a little bit out of control at the moment. I'm definitely very curious. And I got mine in the shade 3, grabbing a little bit right there. I follow Glam Girl Chelsea on Instagram, and she's been doing really good content with this, and I always see her apply it with her fingers, and I feel like it's kind of like the natural thing to do. By the way, I got way too much. I have a lot here that I probably will not get to. And so I do feel like whenever she uses it with her hands like this, she gets a pretty result from it. And I feel like it's supposed to be this like quick on the go type of makeup if you do decide to use it on its own. I'm actually pretty happy with this coverage. I expected less, to be completely honest with you. So let me hide the redness on my chin a little bit, and I have a little bit of discoloration on the top of my lip there, so let's see. Doing the center of my forehead next. It is such a weird texture because you put it on and it's almost like a liquidy consistency, and then once you spread it around and it gets into like all your little pores and whatnot, it almost feels like you're spreading powder around with your fingers. This is how much I have left over here, by the way. With that said, I'm pretty happy with the way this looks. I mainly have it in the center of my face. Let me put some back here to kind of disguise my little sideburn situation. I need to buy wax so I can wax right there instead of shaving, because I don't like the way it looks when the hair starts coming out. The reason I started doing that was because I was waxing at first, but okay, I actually ended up using everything, but I would say less is more, because it's better to go back for a little more than to have too much on your hands. And this is the way things are looking for me right now. I was thinking to put a foundation on top of this, but I might leave it on its own just to try it out and see how it works, because I am not mad at it at all. I would say it has a sheer buildable coverage, definitely more coverage than I expected from it. I don't think it looks the greatest on my nose. You can definitely see it almost made it look like my nose is peeling a little bit. But now that I know that, maybe I can skip my nose next time, because like around my cheek, it definitely made my cheek look pretty flawless. Like I could go on with a tinted moisturizer on top now, and my pores are not that visible on my cheek, and it looks really nice and smooth. On the nose though, maybe I should use less next time or something, because I do see that it created a little bit of texture right there. I honestly really like it, and I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. I had zero to no expectations with this one because of the matte finish, powder finish type of thing. Usually my skin is extremely dry, and I don't tend to love products like that. Plus it has a sheer coverage, etc. I was not expecting to like it, and I really like it. Next product I have to try is the Saie Sheer Brightening Under Eye Concealer. This is it right here. It has a beautiful packaging. I have mine in the shade HB2, and I'm a little bit scared at the fact that it says sheer, because I don't really love sheer for underneath my eyes, but I'm still going to try it without a color corrector. I have a very sheer coverage on my face anyway, so you know, we'll see. I'm going to put a little bit right there, a little bit back here. There's very little that comes out on this spoolie actually, and I'm using a little sponge to blend it in. Wow, I feel like this look is turning out to be the natural complexion I didn't know I needed. That looks really good. Let me do a little bit more right here. See how little comes out? Usually I do a lot more, but it was probably designed exactly so that you wouldn't overdo it if you're heavy-handed with your products like I am. I think I wouldn't be mad at using a color corrector underneath, because it does have, I would say, more of like a light medium coverage rather than sheer, but still, you know, not as much coverage as I usually go for. But let's see how it builds up. And with whatever's left on my brush, I'm going over my nose. I would say that looks really good. I have the Saie Beauty Bronzer right here and the BK Beauty A507 brush, and I'm just going to bronze around my face a little bit. I grabbed the Saie bronzer because it's very natural looking, and except for the eyeshadow, this is turning out to be a very natural complexion type of day. And I'm just putting a little bit of color back on my face. Okay, Saie Beauty Bronzer lightly applied all over. From my new Laura Mercier blushes, I was in between these two. This one is Soleil, which seems more like a highlighter than a blush. Yeah, it looks like a gold highlighter to me, so maybe not that one. I'm going to go ahead and use Corsica, and it's a warm blush, which is ideal since I have warm eyeshadow on. It's like a bronzy orange type of a shade, but these are very sheer, so it's okay. And as you can see, I'm applying it with a sponge. I'm gonna go for the sunburned look, so let me put it all the way through my nose and everything. Now I don't know if I should use this as a highlighter, because everything else is pretty warm and this is kind of cool tone. I think I'll use this shade right here. This one in particular is not cool toned. And this is a Wayne Goss number 5 brush that I'm using. Blending it on the cheekbone area. Have you guys ever watched The Fifth Element? It was one of my favorite movies when I was little. Like, I was obsessed with it. I swear to you, I watched it probably over 100 times. And I watched the actress in an interview a few days ago, and so it reminded me of the movie, and of course I wanted to watch it again, and so I watched it again yesterday. And you know, it's pretty old. It's from 1997, but I feel like it's still a really nice movie. I love it. So I'm wondering if any of you remember The Fifth Element and how you feel about it. Anyways, that was random, but back to my eye look. I'm going to use a little bit of setting powder right underneath my eye here to just set my concealer a little bit. Just right here. I don't want the powder anywhere else today. Also, going back to that Danessa Myricks Balm. Could not believe the coverage it gave me. I'm still pretty impressed about that. To finish up my eye look, I'm going into the purple color up here first on a REPHR number 26 brush, and I'm just going to diffuse the purple right underneath my eye here, halfway in, just back and forth with the tip of my REPHR number 26 brush. And then I'm grabbing the pastel purple down here on a REPHR number 14 and blending it all the way in. And since we are color blocking, I'm doing an orange waterline. This is an Oden's Eye eyeliner in the shade 002. Ooh, okay, we needed that orange down there for sure. I feel like it makes the look make more sense. Let me put on some mascara, and like I said, I'm going to use my Bad Gal Bang Waterproof. This mascara is newer to Sephora, but I've actually had it for a couple of months, and I love it. This was the main mascara I used when I was in Spain because I needed something that was reliable and that I wasn't going to sweat off walking around and whatnot. It's not the most waterproof of all of the waterproof mascaras, but it does the job. And my favorite thing about it is that it's not impossible to wash off. It actually washes off, you know, easy for waterproof mascara. So I do like it and recommend it, and it also gives me really nice looking lashes, which doesn't hurt. Ugh. It looks like I went to war with this mascara. Oh my god, let me fix this. Okay, I did my best to try and fix that mess I created. I basically started coughing in the middle of putting my mascara on. Then I put it a little bit too close to my lashes, which like made me blink, etc. It was a series of unfortunate events, but for how bad it was, I feel like, you know, I kind of fixed it. I pretty much had to retouch every single step, but now we're here. For lip liner, I'm going to use Daphne from Natasha Denona and the matching gloss. Okay, and this right here is the final look. I feel like there's a lot of unexpected things that happened throughout the process of trying out these products. First of all, we have a winner right here. I really liked this balm. I try always not to watch reviews of things before I try them myself, so I honestly have no idea what people are thinking of this one or whether or not they think it's worth it. I really like it for what it is. Don't expect it to be a full coverage foundation type of product, but it actually had a lot more coverage than I even expected. I feel like my complexion looks really nice and natural. You can see my freckles, but it looks really smooth overall, which is incredible. And I might start using this as a primer. I have to combine it with my other foundations to see how that combination works, because so far so good. It looked a little funny at first around my nose, but after I put bronzer on it and all that, you can't really tell that much anymore. Maybe I'll skip my nose next time and see if that works better. But my point is that, like, for my cheeks and my pores around my cheeks, and to overall just even out my complexion a tiny bit without a lot of fuzz, I loved it. I think it's really, really nice. The Saie concealer I also really love. Really nice medium coverage. It didn't crease much. It's not creased now. I did set it with a little bit of powder afterwards. A little bit goes a long way, but you can also build it up really nicely. So this is definitely another winner from today's video. I already knew I liked these Laura Mercier liquid blushes. I just tried a different color today that was also really pretty. And as far as the Huda Beauty Color Block palette right here, I'm not going to lie, I actually really do like this look right here. I feel like the oranges in this palette are good, but the purples are not so good. Like, even the purples I used underneath my eyes, I feel like they didn't have the pigmentation I wanted them to have. But I do really like the oranges, excuse the mascara smudges, and I also did actually like the purple eyeliner that is in this palette. So do with that what you will. It's definitely not a necessary palette, and I'm pretty sure that we all have oranges and purples in our collection that we can use to create looks like this one. However, I do really like the look that I created today. Like I said, don't love the purples, but the orangey shades that come in here I thought were really good, and I like the idea of that purple eyeliner as well. I'll definitely let you know when this eyeliner brush from REPHR comes out, because this was the real winner of this eye look today. Actually, this brush was so incredibly precise when applying this eyeliner. You guys know I never use eyeliner. I do like it when it's colorful though, but this applied it with such ease. I loved it. Of course, I will get back to you at some point on the Paula's Choice eye cream, but so far I do really like the texture, and I can't wait to add it to my nighttime routine. And I'm pretty sure these were all of the new at Sephora products that I wanted to touch on. So definitely let me know what you think down in the comments section below. Give the video a thumbs up if you liked it. If you like videos like this one, reviewing makeup and just chatting about things, don't forget to subscribe before you leave. Thank you so much for watching today's video. I love you all so much, and I hope to see you back in the next video. Bye.